us on him, Danny.
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Wells. You watch him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour, kind of a big, loopy, overhand curveball, does have the hard slider and the changeup. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early. He has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutcheon. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, we all know he can burn on a base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
The 2-2 drilled to the left side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Gene Segura standing in. Runner at first to start the inning. And, Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Right. Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now. From the stretch. Not even close on that swing. No balls in the strike.
This is where, as a hitter, you need to slow your thinking. You know he's trying to get you a double play ball right here. You have to control the strike zone.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Hit down the line at first. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
To say this game has not started the way the pitcher wanted it to would be an understatement, to say the least, but he can't worry about the mistakes he made here. He just has to get himself out of it. Easier said than done as the cleanup man steps in next.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
A 1-0 delivery. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know
1 run is scored. Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit.
Man, you might see some scramble in between the manager and the pitching coach in this one. That's 4 consecutive knocks. Code red.
At the plate, JT Realmuto, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet.
In the dirt and block behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now the 2-0. Swing and a liner, but a foul ball. Ryu now on 2-1. And now everybody's running. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Segura on third, Harper on second, Hoskins at first with no outs. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. The relay throw, the tag, and he is out at third base. It's a double play. And now this is going to turn into a triple play, and that will end the inning. Wow! So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Phillies lead this one 2-0. Vince Velasquez, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Into the box, Bo Bichette. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The pitch. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. And the Blue Jays are on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Not a great way to start on the road as a pitcher. Give up a bomb to the leadoff hitter.
In now, Biggio.
The second baseman.
A ball and no strikes. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Base is empty here with nobody out. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The windup and the 0-1. 1-1. Guerrero is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 1-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Randall Grichuk leaves the yard with a solo shot as the Blue Jays have rallied back to tie it at 2.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
So now to the plate, Lourdes Gurriel, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. The 1-0. Line towards center field. Quinn will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the top half of inning number 2, and we are tied 2-2. Here's Neil Walker. His past history with Hyun-Jin Ryu. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Takes this the other way to right. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Throw into second.
Hey, the offense did their homework coming into this one. There's another leadoff knock in the second. That makes 5 hits already for these guys.
Standing in now, Roman Quinn. He grounds it sharply to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
The third baseman, number 8.
To the plate now, Alec Bond. He swings and grounds it to short. There's one. On to first, and they get them both.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a line drive that's going to be caught out there at short. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. Brandon Drury will bat next. He'll lead it off against Vince Velasquez.
The designated hitter, Brandon.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And even 1-1 count to Brandon Drury. The ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Harper on the run, and no one will track it down. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. One out, nobody on. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. And he fouls this one off. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Shaw stands at 6'4" tall, bats left, throws right. He was a 9th-round pick back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
2 out, nobody on. Ball 2. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. 2 innings complete. Deuces are wild. It's 2-2. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP Andrew McCutchen. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. McCutchen moves well on his way to second now. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura as he grounds one briskly to short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery is too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Bryce Harper. First offering on its way.
Ball.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
A 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Two pitches fouled away. None out, runners at first and second. stays alive, still 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 1-0 the count. Runners are at first and second with one away. Two 2-0 the count to the Phillies designated hitter.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is going to get foul.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto as it's grounded sharply to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. Home half of the third coming up, all even at 2-2. So striding in, Reese McGuire. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. One ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the home third. McGuire, just 24 years of age. This is his 2nd year as a major leaguer. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette drilled down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
In now, Biggio, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ready with the 1-0.
No. 2 balls. No strike.
First and second here with nobody out. Good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. the 2-1.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Digging in now, Vladimir Guerrero. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, give me the same at bat. As you stride to the plate right here, give me the same execution. Just get something in the air. You got a chance to take the lead right here. Don't try and do any more.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Ball. Play 11, 1-1.
2 balls and a strike.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Ball down.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
Full count.
Hit out towards second. Segura to his left. He's there. While the throw pulls him off the bag.
Oh, this is kind of unforgivable for the second baseman. He tries to square himself to the throw to second to start the double play, and I'm not sure what happened next. Maybe his cleats got stuck, or maybe he just lost the grip, but the net result is E4 with 2 men on board.
Base is full now following the error. And next it'll be the outfielder, Rendell Grichuk. He's set. Here it comes. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
0-1 count and the pitch. On the ground to the left side. A tag for 1 on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Now batting, left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Lourdes Gurriel hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 2 out here and a runner at second. A bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
And a good eye there as the Jays left fielder is able to move the count in his favor at 2-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
The 3-1.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Payoff pitch home is in there. A called strike 3. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, 1 error, and a runner left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Jays lead it 4-2. Into the box now, Neil Walker. He singled his last time up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat. Good off-speed pitch, had him out in front for strike 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gurriel is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first down.
The center fielder, number 24, Roman Quinn.
Digging in the switch hitter, Roman Quinn. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Misses, ball 2. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. Up with it, McGuire. And maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. So digging in now, Alec Bond. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball. 1-0.
1-0 count. Here it is. A ball and a strike. And that's taken for a called strike 2.
The problem for the batter now is...
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get...
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Ronald Torre is the next to bat, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. swing and a liner. Foul to Reyes. Playing here in his age 26 season. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Has a look, now the pitch. Fastball called strike, 1-2. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Here comes the right fielder, and a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
Digging in once again, Gene Segura. And it seems like maybe they're starting to get to the guy on the mound a bit now.
Yeah, and that could be a sign that he's starting to wear down a little bit, Matt. The first thing to go when you're getting tired is usually your command. So even if you're throwing strikes, they might be a little bit more hittable than they were earlier in the game.
All right, something to keep an eye on if he remains in the game much longer. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. In there, 1-1. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. The 1-1. Line drive to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Well, there you go. Another hit surrendered, and I think he's just run into a wall out there on the mound. These batters aren't looking like they're getting fooled anymore.
Ryan Barucki trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Bryce Harper will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Looking to minimize the damage here. Harper swings and hits it very well to right. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone! A 3-run homer here for Bryce Harper, and it's now 7-4.
Man, that's not very nice. You come in from the bullpen and you get greeted with a bomb. He's going to have to hit the reset button pronto.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Into the box, Rhys Hoskins. Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center. Hernandez is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Phillies 7, the Jays 4. Striding forward now is the DH, Brandon Drury. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Quinn comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
The batter, the center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hot shot to third, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
First things first, here's a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Another look to first, and he'll dive back in safely. So digging in next will be Travis Shaw, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
4 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for the Blue Jays so far. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. From the belt, kicks and deals. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
So now to the plate, Reese McGuire, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Hit to first. Walker has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in, JT Realmuto. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Realmuto, the former Miami Marlin, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
Stepping up to the plate, Neil Walker. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball. 1-0.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge it.
2-1 to count. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. 7 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for 1. On to first, and it's in time to get Walker as well. It's a double play. Stepping into the box, Roman Quinn. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Phillies go down quietly there. They hold a 7-4 lead. Leading off the inning, Bo Bichette, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here's the first pitch to him. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. And there's ball 1. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter.
1 strike.
Line drive to left. McCutchen is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Well, we mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Next to bat for Toronto, Biggio. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
1-2 to count.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
To the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero. As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now a flare out toward right center. Harper coming on. He can't get there as it falls in.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They can put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher. And
that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Standing in now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No hits to this point. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Sean Reed Foley takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 54.
Digging in, Alec Bond. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
0-1 the count. And now a pitch on the way. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop, Ronald Torreyes.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Ronald Torreyes. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This pitch is popped up. Shaw in foul ground, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Andrew McCutchen, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Here's the pitch.
No, that's outside.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1 to Andrew McCutchen. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard towards center, and McCutchen has himself a base hit. So the 2-out hit here brings up Gene Segura.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Stepping in now, Gene Segura.
as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Phillies strand one. They hold a 7-4 lead. Cole Irvin enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 47, Cole.
Bottom of the 6th inning now. Now at the plate, Brendan Drury. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat.
One strike.
And he popped him up. But this will land untouched. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 fouled away. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get me over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
At the plate now, Travis Shaw. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Line drive to center field. Quinn is there, 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The bat, number 10.
Settling in now, Reese McGuire. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. McCutchen retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So no run. Patrick Murphy is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 66.
7th inning ready to roll. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Bryce Harper. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 to him now. That's on the outer edge, 3-1.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
A runner at first with no outs here. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
And the runner back. Nobody out, runner on first. And another throw over. And again a throw. And he'll dive back in. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, JT.
Into the box, JT Realmuto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
So now to the plate, Neil Walker. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. 1 run scores. And the throw's going to hold that second runner over at third, so they'll just plate the 1 here.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, you know that save situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Too low, 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Smoked on the ground left side, and that's through into left field for a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. Now a 9-4 ball game.
The batter, number 80.
Striding in, Alec Bond. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though. It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
The 1-0 delivery. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And the stop sign will smartly go up at third as they hold the second runner, and they'll again be loaded with still nobody out. Into the box now, Ronald Torreyes, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Liner towards second. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. In to score the runner from third. And they won't push things here as they'll hold the second runner at third, so they're loaded now with still nobody out. Obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. Adam Palsy will get a chance to really deliver off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the bases loaded and nobody out. Swing and a line drive. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
There's high ball hitters and low ball hitters in the game. Obviously, this guy likes the ball down below the knees. Nice piece of hit.
Diaz enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. And before the pitch here, time is asked for and granted by Woody Keller, the home plate umpire. At the plate, Gene Segura. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Digging in, Bryce Harper. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. Here comes the first pitch. Two outs here with a runner at third. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. The 1-1.
Ball. 2-1.
And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. But 6 runs here in the inning have taken a close game and broken it wide open. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Phillies on top, 13-4.
Your attention, please. Now playing left field, number 40, Adam Palsy.
Robert Stock gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Bo Bichette. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Rula is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. Here comes the first pitch. Check swing called strike. 0-1. Stock has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Quinn is there, and he has it for the first out.
The batter, number 8.
Now at the plate, Biggio. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Popped him up. Segura over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
Digging in and looking for more, Vladimir Guerrero. Now here it comes. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Harper on the run. Into the corner. He makes the catch to end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail in this wild affair. Number 35 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 35.
So here's the Phillies DH, Rhys Hoskins. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
The designated hitter.
Number 78 is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Here it comes. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
First offering on its way. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. But this will land untouched. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Neil Walker. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They still lead this one by a comfortable margin. Jonathan Davis will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the eighth. Left side. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, loaded.
Billy McKinney come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 28, Billy McKinney.
There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Fouled off. The next 0-2.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No, that's a ball.
Well, that's back-to-back off-speed pitches, and he wasn't biting on either. Now let's see if he goes back to the hard stuff or gives the softer stuff another shot.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. High in the air out to center field. Quinn will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Brandon.
Anthony Alford will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Anthony Alford.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Comes set and the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Alford, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Heading out towards shallow right. Harper has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Now at the plate, Teoscar Hernandez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Skied into straightaway right. Harper has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check. They trail by a bunch. Jonathan Davis stays in the game after pinch hitting, and he'll be patrolling right field.
Now playing right field, number 49. Now
Billy McKinney will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
McKinney.
Hector Perez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Roman Quinn stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Really deceptive changeup right there. It died right before the plate, and he was left reaching for air.
And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the ninth.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This one's blooped out toward right center field. In there, a base hit.
Now batting, shortstop, Ronald Correa.
In now, Ronald Torreyes.
He swings and grounds it to short.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate now, Adam Halsey, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A base hit in his first trip. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple runners on base, but not here. That was two good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
Up next for Philadelphia, the second baseman,
Striding in once again, Gene Segura. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Phil Gosselin. We'll see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here.
Number 8, Phil Gosselin.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. And they're runners at the corners now. The 1-0 home. Now a softly hit ball down the line to third. And that hook's just foul. Boy, not by much more than an inch or 2 there. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
And he popped him up. And no one can get there as it falls. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
And before the pitch here, time is asked for and granted by Woody Keller, the home plate umpire. Kyle Garlock will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Kyle Garlock.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Davis is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. One more shot coming up will go to the bottom of the 9th.
Your attention, please. Now playing right field, number 72, Kyle Garlock. Now at second, number 8, Phil Gosselin.
Austin Davis makes his way toward the mound now as he'll appear in his 6th ball game of the spring. Now batting, Travis Shaw, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Quinn is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the ninth.
Batter, number 10.
Now to the plate, Reese McGuire. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. One out, nobody on. And he misses with it, 1-1. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Now the pitch to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. A pause and the 0-2. Too high. 1-2.
1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
14-4 is the way this one ends. The Philadelphia Phillies took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Vince Velasquez pitches well enough to get the W. Hyunjin Ryu struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
All right, well, that will conclude tonight's game. As you can see, the Phillies just was all over Toronto tonight with a final score of 14-4. Phillies exploded early and often with runs. Really exploded in the 4th inning with 5 runs. Bryce Harper 2 for 4, a homer, 3 RBIs, cleared the bases, and that really started the resurgence. They had fallen behind there early on. By a score of 4-2, and once that 4th inning hit, they took off from there. Vince Velasquez will take the win, and I believe that is now his 4th of the preseason. Hyunjin Ryu will take the loss. Once again, the notable players: Bryce Harper 2 for 4 with a home run, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs. Andrew McCutchen a perfect 4 for 4. With a double and 2 runs scored. Ronald Torres 3 for 5. He started at shortstop tonight in place of Didi Gregorius. 3 for 5, a double, 2 RBIs, and a run. And of course, Gene Segura, the second baseman, in there with 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs. So as we head out of this one, we're going to take it to the final line score. As you see there, Vince Velasquez now 3-0. Excuse me, I thought it was 4-0. Ryu the loss at 3-2. No save recorded because the lead was just so grandiose. Okay, scored a bunch of stuff there. Don't really care. So we move on to tomorrow, where the Phillies will host the Tampa Bay Rays. That is tomorrow and Saturday. Sunday afternoon at 1:05, they will be hosted by Baltimore, with Zach Wheeler taking the hill. And, of course, Monday, Jake Arrieta takes the ball for the final Grapefruit League game of this preseason here on MLB The Show 20. So we're just going to get out of this. And there you see we are going to turn the calendar over. As you see, tomorrow it'll be Yanni Chiniros against the ace, Aaron Nola. And that will be again tomorrow sometime, probably in the early afternoon, probably mid-afternoon, to be honest. I do have to work tomorrow, so it'll be mid-afternoon. Perhaps later, who knows. But the game will take place tomorrow, and then we'll take it from there. So final score, 14-4. Phils take the win. Huge offensive explosion from several players. Nice turnout by Torres. I was real impressed with his performance. Of course, you can't go wrong with Andrew McCutchen going 4 for 4. Really sprung out of his cold streak and is really back on track leading into the regular season. So that's it here. We will look for you again tomorrow. Whoever was watching tonight, I do appreciate it. And we're going to sign off for now, and we'll see you tomorrow for another spring training game here on Phillies Baseball here on MLB 20, the show. Thanks.